Hello everyone and welcome. Today we'll be talking about which Medicare supplement plan is the best and why I think that is. My name is Michael Farrar and I am your Medicare agent, and as your Medicare agent it's my job to help educate you on your Medicare benefits so you get the most out of your benefits, and more importantly that you are never being overcharged for your Medicare benefits. So there's been a lot of talk recently about Medicare supplement plans, specifically Plan F and Plan G. Now, as you may or may not know, Medicare Supplement Plan F is going away for newly eligible Medicare recipients. What this simply means is anyone that will be enrolling in Medicare after January 1st, 2020 will no longer be able to purchase a Medicare Supplement Plan F. Anyone that's already on Medicare before January 1st, 2020 will still be able to purchase Plan F at any time that they would like. So again, this is only going away for newly eligible Medicare recipients. So with Plan F going away, let's talk about Medicare rate increases and how this is affecting the most popular plan on the market right now, which is Medicare Supplement Plan G. Now, Plan F has statistically always had the highest rate increases, which is, one of the main reasons why Plan G became so popular, and now we're starting to see the Plan G rate increases start to follow that same trend. And I'll explain here in just a minute. So Plan N on average has had little to no rate increases, as you can see here. So Plan F, we're seeing across many different carriers rate increases ranging from 8% all the way up to 13%, which is giving us on average a little over 9% rate increase for Plan F. Plan G rate increases are starting to climb up just as well, which we're seeing rate increases ranging from 4 to 8% across many different carriers, which on average again is a little over 6% rate increase for Plan G. Plan N, we are seeing no rate increases up to 30%, or no rate up to 3% with some carriers, which on average is a rate increase of a tick over 2%. With the passing of MACRA, which stands for the Medicare Access and Chip Reauthorization Act of 2015, which goes into effect January 1st, 2020. After January 1st, 2020, Plan F will no longer be available to newly eligible Medicare recipients. So you can only imagine how much higher these rate increases will go for Plan F and Plan G. So let's now take a look why the rising rate increases with Medicare Supplement Plan G. With Plan F going away in 2020, Plan G will now take over the guaranteed issue. What is guaranteed issue? Guaranteed issue is when the insurance company cannot say no to you and by law has to accept you onto the plan regardless of your current health condition. Guaranteed issue is one of the big reasons why Plan F has not been the best plan and has taken such high rate increases. With guaranteed issue, they are not able to control who would qualify and who wouldn't for that plan. Everyone was accepted as long as they met the guaranteed issue guidelines. Guaranteed issue is for anyone that was losing their employment benefits, losing a Medicare Advantage plan, or losing another such coverage. For whatever reason, the insurance carriers had to accept them and issue them Plan F, which this in effect caused Plan F to experience much worse claims than any other plans who didn't have to accept guarantee issue people. See, without having to accept guarantee issue, the plans were able to qualify people before they actually accepted them onto their plans, as long as they were not in their open enrollment period, which open enrollment is for people who are turning 65 and are brand new to Medicare, or people that are enrolling in Part B benefits for the very first time. Insurance carriers do not want guaranteed issue people, as they are not able to control who does and who doesn't get accepted onto the plan, which in the end causes for much higher claims to be paid out. Since the passing of MACRA in 2015, we are starting to see the higher than normal rate increases on Plan G, which is why this is very important to understand, and I'm going to show you here in just a minute why I feel switching from Plan F or G to Plan N could be in your best interest if you're able to qualify. Now let's take a closer look at Medicare Supplement Plan N, as moving forward I strongly believe Plan N is going to be the most popular plan of the future. So what is Medicare Supplement Plan N, and how is it different than Plan G? There are three parts to Medicare Supplement Plan N that you need to be aware of, and those three parts are: number one, the Part B deductible, which, just like Plan G, you will be responsible for paying it, and this is going to be consistent with all plans moving forward after 2020. As of 2018, the Part B deductible is $183. Medicare wants you to pay this before your Plan N benefits will start picking up the bill for any Part B things, which is anything outside of the hospital. If you go into the hospital and are admitted, you're still not going to pay anything. No matter which hospital you go to, as long as they accept Medicare, you're going to be good to go with your Medicare Supplement Plan N, just like you are now with Plan G and Plan F. So we're talking about outpatient things with which you will be responsible for paying the Part B deductible, which again, as of 2018, is $183, which that amount may change in the future. The next part is you will have copays. When you go see your doctor, you will pay up to $20 for each visit. Now, some doctors we know are charging $10 to $13. Some doctors are not charging the copays at all. And then there's other doctors that are charging the full $20 copay per visit. So if you go to the doctor rather frequently, like once a month, twice a month, or even more, Plan N is going to cost you more money, and I would not recommend this plan for you. If you only go to the doctor once, twice, or even 3 times a year, Plan N will probably save you money because the premiums are about 25 to 35% less than Plan G, and that's right now. So you can only imagine what those savings will be as Plan G rates continue to increase. The other copay with Plan N is if you visit the emergency room, you will have a $50 copay, that is, unless you are admitted into the hospital. Then you will pay nothing because remember, Part A of Medicare covers the hospital and Part B is for everything that is not admission, such as outpatient stuff, emergency room, labs, and all that kind of stuff that has to do with just seeing a doctor and not being admitted into the hospital. So if you're in the emergency room and not admitted into the hospital, then that is considered to be an outpatient procedure and would fall under your Part B benefits. So to quickly recap, with Plan N, you will pay your $183 Part B deductible as of 2018. You have a copay of up to $20 for each time you see your doctor or specialist, and a $50 copay if you visit the ER and are not admitted into the hospital, which leaves us with one more little thing. And that little thing is excess charges. Most doctors accept Medicare assignment as paid in full, which is somewhere between 94 and 97% of all doctors, so that only leaves a select few of doctors that do not accept Medicare assignment as paid in full. So as you can see, excess charges only affects about 4% of the providers, which again are typically specialists, so for the most part you will not have to worry about paying any excess charges. Now there are a few states which I have listed here for you that it is against the law for any doctor or specialist to charge you an excess charge. So if you live in one of these states, excess charges will not pertain to you. You have nothing to worry about. So what is an excess charge? An excess charge is when you happen to see a doctor or specialist who does not accept Medicare assignment as paid in full, and they are allowed to charge you up to 15% over the Medicare approved amount. So with your Medicare benefits, 80% is paid for by Medicare, and your supplement plan is going to pay the other 20%. Now, if that doctor or specialist does not accept Medicare assignment, then they can charge you up to 15% as the excess charge, which again is typically specialists who do not accept Medicare as paid in full. So to recap, with Plan N, you will still have to pay your Part B deductible, just as you are now with your Plan G. You will have to pay up to $20 copay when you go to see your doctor, a $50 copay for emergency room visits if you're not admitted, and you're exposed to excess charges if your doctor does not accept full Medicare assignment. Now there is a real simple way for you to check to see if your doctor or specialist accepts full Medicare assignment or not. And that is simply to log on to Medicare.gov, which I'm going to show you here right now. Alright, so now you can see that we're on Medicare.gov, which you can see right here. And you want to scroll down to where you see Find Doctors, Providers, Hospital Plans, and Suppliers. You go and click on Find Doctors and Other Health Professionals. This will bring you over to the next screen where you can type in your physician's name. For this one, we're just going to use an example here, Dr. Giordano. And as you can see here, it says accepts Medicare approved payments. So basically when you see that it accepts Medicare approved payments amounts, this means it's going to accept Medicare assignment as paid in full. So you're not going to have to worry about any of those excess charges. So as you're switching over to Plan N, again, you can check it against your doctor right here on Medicare.gov, or if you're going to any specialist, you can check it here first. So the million-dollar question, should you consider switching to Plan N? And in my opinion, the answer is maybe. It all depends on your current situation, as we mentioned earlier. If you frequently visit your doctor throughout the year, then Plan G will still be your best plan. However, if you're only going to see your doctor a few times a year, then Plan N is going to be the best overall plan for you. So if your health will allow, now is the time to make that switch to Plan N. If you're currently on Plan G, you should strongly consider switching to Plan N. If you're on Plan F right now, you really need to get off this plan right now. Having dealt with thousands of people, I can tell you Plan F is headed for a disaster as far as rate increases are concerned, and we've already been seeing that trend since 2014. So the time is now more than ever. So when can you sign up for Plan N? As with all Medicare supplement plans, you are never locked into any one plan and are able to switch whenever you want as long as you can qualify for that new plan. If you are currently on a Medicare Advantage plan, you will need to wait until your annual election period, which runs from October 15th to December 7th of every year. If you're currently on a Medicare Supplement Plan F or Plan G, in most states you will have to qualify for Plan N. And what I mean by qualify is you will need to answer a few health questions, which a few examples of those questions are, do you require the daily use of a wheelchair, cane, or walker? Have you recently had in the last 2 to 3 years a heart attack, stroke, or cancer? Do you have diabetes, and if so, any complications, or do you require use of insulin? Do you have COPD with multiple uses of inhalers throughout the day? Each insurance carrier is going to treat these answers differently, which is why working with a broker such as myself is important, because we have access to a lot of companies to choose from, and we know which companies you will have the best chance of being approved based on your health conditions. So I want to encourage you to move on this now before something possibly happens with your health and you can no longer qualify to switch. If you don't know if you would qualify or not, just give me a call and we'll be happy to go through the health questions with you in your zip code, and then we will be able to see exactly what companies are available for you to consider, and then we can show you what your savings would be by switching to Plan N. Saving money now is important. However, it's even more important for the future savings that are to come down the road. The time to act is now. Companies are already starting to plan for what's to come in 2020, and so should you. Now is the time to get off of Plan G, and if you're currently on Plan F, you really need to get off this plan as soon as possible. My best advice is to give me a call and let's go over your options right now. Switching from Plan F or Plan G to Plan N is not that difficult, and it only takes a few minutes over the phone to get your application submitted. And here's the best part. If for whatever reason you happen to not qualify for that Plan N, nothing's going to change. You will simply stay on the current plan that you're already on. Nothing gets canceled until you're approved for your new plan. As your Medicare agent, I am contracted with all the top carriers, so I can look out for your best interest and not that of any one insurance carrier. I want to personally thank you for spending a little time with me here today, and I hope you found this video to be useful. Please feel free to share this with your friends and family, and if you're not already, please subscribe to my channel as I try to keep you up to date on what's going on with your Medicare benefits. Again, my name is Michael Ferrara, and I am your Medicare agent, helping you better understand your Medicare benefits and, more importantly, making sure that you are never being overcharged for your Medicare benefits. It's a real honor and privilege to be your Medicare agent. Please give my office a call with any questions, concerns, or help with your Medicare benefits. We work for you, and as always, our services are always 100% free to you, as we are paid by the insurance carriers, just as your auto and homeowners insurance agent is paid if and when you choose us to be your Medicare agent. I again want to thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye for now.